Yo guys, Anboni here. Welcome to part 2 of the Shadow Priest overview in Legion, and in this one we'll cover basically everything else. We'll cover honor talents and the artifact talents spec, whatever this is. And unlike the first video, I'm actually gonna move around our order hall so you can see what it looks like. This is the Holy Priest part. It's nice, I like it. I like the Shadow Priest garrison. Sorry, artifacts or order hall. Class order hall. There we go. Nailed it. It's nice. I mean, I imagine it would be really nice when it's populated, because right now it's kind of lonely. Feels like a garrison. But let's move on with honor talents. On the first tier, I believe everybody knows the first tier. It's the same for everyone. The first talent is basically like a normal trinket that we have right now. That's the 2-minute cooldown trinket. That's it. Next one is pretty interesting, but I don't think it's pretty good. What it does is a 3-minute cooldown trinket. So a lot of people don't actually know this, but you can still activate it as a normal trinket whenever you want, unless it's on cooldown. The thing is, so it's a 3-minute cooldown trinket, yeah? But if you get put into a 1-minute CC, then it automatically removes the CC and it puts the trinket on a 1-minute cooldown, okay? So then you can use it again in 1 minute if you want to activate it, or the thing is, if you activate it by yourself, you know, whenever you want to activate it, then it gets put on a 3-minute cooldown. So it's not that good, I feel like. For instance, in arena, people can bait this so easily. Let's say you're a healer and you're playing with this. Let's say I don't know, a mage can sheep you, and then you trinket because you can't control it, you know, you have to trinket. It trinkets by itself. It gets on a 1-minute cooldown, and then they swap to you and they kill you in that minute. You know, I mean, I'd rather have control over my trinket. And then Relentless is actually really good for some classes, but not for Shadow Priests. I feel like it's actually pretty decent for mages, maybe arcane mages as well, because I think they still have... What was that? I think they still have mage armor, which reduces the incoming magical effects. So you have 25% less duration on like sheep fear and everything, and then you have an additional 25-second reduced duration on sheep fear and other magical effects. Plus you can blink stuns and you can ice block things. So I think mages might play with this actually, but super high-end competitive gameplay, I think everyone's gonna stay with the normal trinket. And that's way too much discussion about the first tier. Let's move over to the next one, which is again pretty baseline for all the casters. And we have Train of Thought, which increases our damage by 15%, and being attacked will cancel this effect for 8 seconds. This is not very good, especially not for priests, since we're always going to be attacked in arena, especially in Legion. Trust me, you're going to be attacked 100% of the time, otherwise we do way too much damage. So this is not good for us. It's probably good for a mage if they play like with a rogue, to have super strong openers and stuff like that. Oh, that sound is so annoying. Wait, listen to that. Everybody hates that. Look at that. Yeah, I'll tell you what that is in a second. We interrupt this program to bring you a special message. So I'm kind of an idiot like that, and I completely lost my train of thought there. So I'm gonna go into the next talent row. So let me finish this one now, like 7 hours later. Alright, so train of thought, as I said, is not very good for Shadow Priests because we always get attacked. Mind Quickness is the best because it's just a passive haste buff, and haste is our most important talent. Stat. And then Initiation is actually interesting. It gives us 30% more crit on targets that are basically full HP almost. And that's not bad because if you play with something like Auspicious Spirits, which grant you insanity when when they hit, and remember, Auspicious Spirits proc from crits, so this is actually interesting because you can go with this talent, and I'll talk about this in a second, but you can go with this, you can Mind Sear everyone, just put Shadow Word Pain on everything, as well as Vampiric Touch, and then as long as they're high on HP, you're gonna proc operations like crazy. But I feel like, for the sake of actually doing a lot of damage when you kill things, Mind Quickness is still best. So back to our usual whatever that was. Alright, next up we got the most OP tier in the game, and it is the one I actually hate. It is Void Shield, Pure Shadow, and Fleeting Embrace. Now, let's start over with Pure Shadow. Pure Shadow makes our Dispersion reduce 95% damage, because Dispersion actually reduces 60% of the damage taken right now, not 90. This one makes it 95%, so you're not gonna die in Dispersion most likely, and also causes your your insanity not to be drained for 6 seconds after leaving Dispersion. So that's a nice effect. That's nice for max DPS. If you want to do max DPS in PvP, you'll go for this one. Fleeting Embrace is really cool, and I feel like this is gonna be the baseline for priests after they nerf Void Shield, because Void Shield requires a nerf. Fleeting Embrace makes our Vampiric Touch a 1 minute cooldown from a 3 minute cooldown to a 1 minute cooldown, and it also affects 3 allies instead of 1, so it's like a super duper Nature's Vigil for Shadow Priests. It's actually really strong. And then Void Shield is super OP right now. Basically, you have this up all the time. It's after you cast Power Word Shield on yourself, all damage you deal heals you for 50% of the damage dealt for 5 seconds. And you can literally have this up non-stop. And I don't really like this ability because it is so overpowered. You actually have to go for it, and you must shield yourself on cooldown, otherwise you lose so much healing done, and usually you die in a duel, for instance. So it's mandatory in this state of the game, but I feel like it's too clunky. You're forced to shield, not necessarily on pretty much on cooldown, but it's really important to time it with big burst, because the more damage you do, the more healing you get. And it feels kind of clunky. I mean, it's not hard to use, but I don't like it personally, and that's another reason why I don't like Body and Soul, because our shield now becomes a shield, a sprint, and Nature's Vigil. And as I said in the previous video, I like to have control over my abilities. I don't really like to push one button and have 3 effects, I mean, it's nice, but basically you have to go Void Shield right now. It's really OP. Next up, we got Driven to Madness, which is definitely the way to go against melee. If melees attack you, you're gonna go into Void form so fast. But then again, if they don't attack you, you do so much damage. It's actually crazy. So Driven to Madness is definitely the way to go against melees. Then Void Origins is, again, if you want to do max DPS, you will go Void Origins. It gives you 5 stacks of Void form when you enter Void form. So you have Lingering Insanity from Void Lord. So you have the old, like the haste from the previous Void form. I hope all of this makes sense to you guys. It's a lot of Void and Form and Lord and a lot of new words. But basically you can combine this, Void Lord, with this one, Void Origins, and as soon as you hit the second Void form, not the second of the arena, for instance, you're gonna have a lot of haste, and then you can do a really big juicy Void Torrent, So it's, for the most damage, Void Origins is good, but most of the time you will go for Driven to Madness. You'll go Void Origins against spellcaster teams that don't even have a pet. Yeah. Actually, I'm not sure. Maybe this will work against casters as well, but I don't think so. And then Edge of Insanity is not really good normally, because it says while you're at 100 Insanity and not in Void form, your damage is increased. You would never want to do that. If you're at 100 Insanity, you definitely want to be in Void form. You want to pop Void form as soon as possible. I mean, you can hold on to it for burst, but you will never benefit from this talent too much. Maybe they could make it so that the closer you get to 100 Insanity without being in Void form, so let's say at 100 Insanity and not in Void form, it increases the damage by, let's say 30% would be more reasonable, I'd say. And then if you're at 30 Insanity, you can have 10% increased damage, and then if you're at 60, you have 20% increased damage. But even then, like if you're at 60, you would want to pop Void forms. So I would actually consider using this then, but the way it is right now, I would never use this unless I play with Surrender to Madness. Because if I play Surrender to Madness, I will stay out of Void form because I don't want to die. Alright, next up we got Mind Trauma. Mind Trauma, at first glance seems really bad. What it does is Mind Flay and Mind Sear applies Shadow Word Pain on the target. And you would say, what's the point? You can just, it's instant, you can just apply it like this. But against, for instance, Demologs, it's really funny because you just have to Mind Sear their pets once, like that. and they have a bunch of pets. They have like 10 pets when they summon all of them. And you have Vampiric Touch, you have Shadow Word Pain on every single one of those pets. And with Shadowy Insight, trust me, I tried this, you have non-stop Mind Blasts. So all you have to do is Mind Spike their pets once, and then do nothing else but shield yourself and spam Mind Blast. And go in Void form and also spam Instant Void Bolt. So it's Instant Void Bolt, Instant Mind Blast, Void Torrent when you want to kill them. And it's so strong. This is so strong against Demo Warlocks. Against Beast Mastery Hunters it's decent as well, because they have a lot of pets as well. And also in RBGs, maybe even normal BGs, it might be decent. And then Shadow Mania is actually my favorite here. It makes Vampiric Touch. If you Vampiric Touch 2 or more targets, you get 3 insanity every 2 seconds, which is good. That's exactly what you do, what you want to do. You want to maximize your insanity generation so you can stay in Void form as long as possible. And also as a bonus, it increases the healing of Vampiric Touch by 100%, which is nice. It's awesome actually, it's really good. On top of all the OP healing we've got with Void Shield, this is really strong. And then Psychic Link might be the best in terms of DPS actually. What it does, you know what it does because I made a video about it. Mind Blast now deals an additional 30% of its damage to all targets afflicted with Shadow Word Pain. So in terms of DPS, Psychic Link is going to be the best. But I personally like Shadow Mania more. Yeah. And on the last tier we got Siphene, Last Word and Void Shift. And definitely my preference is Siphene because it's a low cooldown. It's a 45-second cooldown. It does some damage. It basically summons this Siphene. I can't use it now because I'm not in PvP, but you know what Siphene looks like. It does a little bit of that. It actually does decent damage. And it also slows the target, and the most important part is reduces their healing received by 50%. So in a duel you can pop this against, whenever someone uses some defensive healing cooldowns, you can use this. In arena when you're bursting someone, you can use this, like whenever the healer is not in CC, you can use this on someone. They're gonna take a lot less healing, obviously. It's really good. It's actually pretty versatile. You can use it for the slow, you can use it for the healing debuff, or just for the damage. And then Last Word is pretty decent. Your Shadow Word Death also silences the target for 3 seconds. It's good for killing healers, I imagine. But we don't do double Shadow Word Death, by the way. We just do one of them. So that's unfortunate. So it's like on a 10-second cooldown, Shadow Word Death. I'm not sure why it's green there. Maybe it's because it's affected by haste. Maybe that's the idea. Maybe that's why it's green, yeah. But yeah, Shadow Word Death is about a 10-second cooldown. So it's not bad, but I think Siphone's better. And then Void Shift is just Void Shift. It's like Lay on Hands on a 5-minute cooldown. This might be the best against some teams, against bursty teams it might be the best, but against normal teams and in duels, what is this girl doing? She's stuck, frozen in time, thinking about the better days. Oh, she's fine now. Just a normal, alright, just an ordinary priest day. Why does she have a dagger? Oh, she's doing something again. And maybe she's just scared of me. What are you doing? Oh god, scary. Anyway, Void Shift may be good against some comps that just one-shot you or your healers or something. But I like Siphene because it's a low cooldown and I can control it really good. And then let's move on to the weapon talents. Artifact. We have our Void Torrent, which is our big fat mind flay kind of thing. It's nice, you can only use it in Void form and it does get affected by haste. So the more haste you have, the more damage it does. And then we just have a bunch of passives here. Nothing's really interesting. With less, more healing on Shadow Mend, more damage on Void Bolt. This one's different. Healing from Vampiric Touch when you are at max HP gives you a shield. That's pretty cool because basically it increases your HP by some amount. I don't even know how much it is. It says I think it's 10% of your HP or 15, but it's kind of bugged. It goes higher than that. I think it's supposed to be 15% of your HP. What else do we have here? We have, oh yeah, Vampiric Touch can now spawn Shadowy Apparitions as well. That's nice. And then Dispersion actually heals you for 50% of your max HP. So that's a good trade-off because it reduces less damage than it does on live. Instead of 90, it's 60, but it also heals you for 50% of your HP. So overall it balances out and it makes a pretty good ability. And then we have, yeah, and then we have stuff like this, like, you know, stuff that affects psychic horror, but we no longer have psychic horror, so we're gonna get something new here, or we're gonna get psychic horror back. Give us psychic horror back. Alright, and the elite abilities here are basically Mind Flay has a chance to summon a tentacle. As you know, I can summon tentacles now. That's great. We are the tentacle masters, see? I was actually really lucky. Usually it never procs. Thank you, tentacle. You're a bro. And then we have Sphere of Insanity, which is actually the annoying sound. Can I heal my tentacles? Wait, I think I can heal my tentacles. Maybe I can void shift my tentacles. That would be awesome. Come on, tentacles. Yeah, I told you they never spawn. Alright, until my tentacle spawns, I'm gonna tell you about the other one. I'm gonna tell you about this one first. So every 1 second when void, basically it increases the damage of Vampiric Touch, and you can read, okay? Increases the damage of Shadow Pain and Vampiric Touch by 2% per second while in void form. Oh my god, please, tentacle. Alright, this thing is the one that makes the annoying noises, Sphere of Insanity, and it's basically whenever you're in void form, 5% of all direct damage you deal, so everything, also gets directed to targets with Shadow Word Pain. So if I put Shadow Word Pain on this guy alone, and I go into void form without casting anything, just the damage from Shadow Word Pain, 5% of it is gonna go back into him. But if I put Shadow Word Pain on everything, then, you know, and the more damage I do, the more pew 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 there is. Alright, so that's the annoying sound, and I really hope they get rid of it because, my god. Oh, there's a tentacle. Alright, alright. So we can heal the tentacle. Oh, we can actually heal the tentacle. Can we shield it? Yes, we can shield the tentacle. Confirmed. I wonder if I can... Whoa, it has so much HP. Whoa. I wonder if I can void shift my tentacle. Oh, that would be awesome. Let's go test that. Alright, we're here in Orgrimmar. And let me put the void shift back. There we go. And please, Blizzard, make some PvP target dummies so I can test these things properly. That would be so cool. Alright. Oh, nice. Instant. Come on. Come on, work. No, it doesn't work. No. Fuck. Okay. I know it doesn't work on my Mindbender at all, for sure. Let's go back on Siphene and let's duel these guys. So I'll show you everything in action. Alright. Ready whenever. The thing is, he's an enhancement shaman. Enhancement shamans are gonna... He's gonna one-shot me, basically. That's exactly what's gonna happen. But what I want to do here is go into void form as soon as I can. So I'm gonna put my Mindbender on him, silence him here. I'm gonna get some cast off because he can't shear me either. He used his thing here, Astral Shift. It's alright if he gets the Hex here. It's no problem. Too bad I used my Surge of Dominance. I'm gonna go into void form instantly and I'm gonna shield myself. Oh, he's... oh, okay. I'm gonna pop all of my heals actually, and hopefully I'm not gonna die from this. Whoa! 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 That was crazy! Oh my god! What? I should have dispersed that. That was insane. Good duel. So yeah, on that note, that is how you play Shadow Priest. You just get blown up. What hit me so hard? Oh, what? Lava Burst hit you for 500,000. What was that? Jesus. Man, oh man. That's a lot of that. That's a lot of damage. Like I didn't see... It's control of lava. What is control of lava? Your lava burst deals this 200% additional damage. What? Replaces lava surge. What is lava surge? What is lava surge? Oh, I know what it is. Oh, I know what it is. Okay. Oh, damn. That hurt a lot. Try again. Okay. Okay, I didn't know that's how this works. That was insane. Anyway, I'm gonna do one more duel. Because I want to show you properly how to play the class, alright? I'm not gonna have Vampiric Embrace, but it's okay. It's alright. We got this now. I didn't think he can actually kill me through a like a super overpowered Void Torrent there, but he did. So let's actually not trinket this. I hope I'm not gonna die super fast. Let's silence him here. Let's kill this because I'm not sure what it does. He just used like everything. Why am I stunned forever? He used all of his defensives. Oh my god, I need to disperse. I need to disperse. I'm in void form right now, so I'm gonna wait for my shield, then I'm gonna go out of void form, use my shield, use this, and I'm just gonna go for the void torrent right here. I'm gonna shield back for the void shield, and hopefully I'm not gonna die. Alright. So void, the shield is very important. Shield on cooldown. Gonna get a full fear on him here. I think he has no trinket. Let's dot this guy as well. I'm gonna trinket this one. Maybe I shouldn't have. What I'm doing, I'm just trying to keep. Maybe I should keep. Whoa! The damage is coming. Silence him! Come on, I'm silenced him. What? Oh, the damage is crazy. Go into void form. Hopefully, don't die. Pop my trinket. Alright, heals. We got this, we got this. Very important to keep my shield up all the time. I'm gonna get full fear on him here. I actually missed my fear, that's bad. But he's dead. It's hard for me to explain what I'm doing. I didn't use Siphon at all this game, so I'm obviously still getting used to the gameplay, the play style. But apparently he can one-shot me. So, but the self-healing is crazy. Like you saw, I was really low, and then I got back to. I basically finished the duel at full HP, and that's how most duels go. Like, that's how most duels go. You either end up at full HP or you lose. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it was a really long one. It was a really long rant. But that's pretty much it. You know what? Let's do one last duel. The last duel. This duel will define who is the champion. I have no trinket though, so I'll be a trinketless champion. Don't cheer me. What is he doing? Okay. Alright. I hope I'm not gonna die. Okay, this is the burst. I'll just disperse it. You know what? Okay, he went into Hawaii. I'm stunned. I want to silence him. Can I do that without dying? Silenced him, pop in void form. Doing all of the damage I can. He popped his, what's it called? I'm gonna fear him here. Pop a heal on myself. And here comes the big void. I should have shielded myself first so that it heals me as well. But yeah, shamans are really squishy, but apparently they do a lot of damage as well. I'm playing these games really bad right now, by the way. I'm not playing good at all. But like shamans are really squishy right now. They don't have a lot of self-healing, it looks like. It doesn't look that way. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the videos, and more to come. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Well, see ya!